Second semester in the in 2021. Um, you know, 2021. So the second semester, that all the things that you did in past 6 months, we want to recognize you for this one. And then regional awards. So these are the regional awards that we have. Are you excited to see what are the regional awards that we're gonna have? See in the chat. Yes, yes, cool, amazing. Okay, the first set of awards that we're going to have, okay, this is the campaign timeline. So we have the, so August to January is the time period that we're going to evaluate you. And then today is November, then we are launching the RnR campaign, then you have all the information. 1st of February, we will be launching the application. So the deadline will be 20th of February. So you have 20 days to apply for the award. And then the recognition will happen in the TLC, which is going to happen in March. That time period, we will be recognizing your LCs for the amazing things that you have done. Okay, so some rules and regulations before I move forward. RnR data time frame is from 1st of August until 31st of January. So basically the second semester that you have been working on. MC must endorse their local committee to have the LC application considered valid for the RnR campaign. So basically all this information will be in the booklet. So you can just follow the booklet criteria and the template, or not the template, but most like endorsement letters and all these things. You can talk to your MCP or like MC team to see like who's going to be responsible for this one. Application in February 2021 is requirement to be recognized or rewarded during the leadership TLC. So basically, you need to fill the application, you need to submit the application, or the local committee applicant can be recognized, nominated, and the final winner in the gala night during the leadership conference will be recognized in there. So all the LCs that you are applying can be recognized in there. So like your names will appear, and like we will recognize your effort that you are putting in into the application and all. Cool. So these are the campaign categories we have. We have 4 categories: on the present, shape the future, and lead the change. And then we have Gen 2025. Okay. So the first set of award that we have is on the present. So talking about on the present, in here, what we're going to recognize or the behaviors or the cultural element that we want to emphasize in the region or at our network is that we take full ownership on what happened in the past, and we bought us here today, like whatever that we're doing in here right now, which comes from the past generation, the things that we happen in there. So we take full ownership for that, and we actively learn from the past in order to able to improve the future. No matter how big the challenge, we are not afraid to find solutions to overcome them. So this is what we are going to recognize. These are the values that we like to see in the network through the on the present part. And then here, basically in here, the one that you can see the all the product awards. So GTA, GTE, GV, as well as collaboration, LC collaboration are the ones that we are going to recognize in here. For GTA, you can see the criteria. It's mostly about goal losses achieved, as well as if you're running partly remote, like that can also be recognized in here. So it doesn't always has to be like 100% physical realization, but it's mostly partly remote can also will also be recognized in here. So as well as in GV, like there's one condition which is you need to your entity need to fulfill the GV conditions, which is like something. If you're not aware, you can talk to your MCP or MCVP, IGV or OGV, and see like how's the GV condition progress look like, and what is the support that LC need to provide in order to do that. But the moment that your GV conditions are fulfilled in the entity, like from that point onwards, your results will be calculated for this award. And then we have LC collaboration for GT and GTE only. And then this one also be, you can also apply for this award if you have good collaboration, LC collaboration inside within another LC outside of your entity. So all for this, like there will be 6 set of award happening in here for ICX and OGA, which is like OGTA and IGTA, OGTE and IGTE, as well as OGV and IGV. There will be 6 awards in here. And then LC collaboration, there will be 2 awards for GTA and GTE. So this is something that take note in here. Do you have any questions for this part? If not, you can put wave. If you have question, you can unmute and talk. Oh, nice. No questions. Wave, wave, wave. Awesome, cool. So the second part in here is the shape the future. So basically, this is the second element of the culture that we're driving inside the organization. So we believe that we believe we are the creators of our future. Likewise, like we are depending on what happened in the past in order to have this current reality of our entity right now. So we want to think about our actions today will shape the future of your entity or your LC. So we take ownership for the future beyond just our generation. So it's not like we don't only make decisions for this generation, but we think, okay, whatever the decision that we make right now will influence the future generation that come in your LC, right? So this is something, this is an behavior, this is an value that we want to recognize inside your LCs. So for this one, we have three major awards, which is HR, finance and legality, and marketing. So for the human resource, this is mostly TM award. So we'll talk about percentage of ideal HR, NPS, TM processes, as well as financial and legality. We talk about month of cash reserves that your LC has. And then for the marketing awards, we'll be talking about sign-ups, approvals, acceptance, as well as the conversion rates inside the funnel. So these are the criteria that we are measuring. Marketing is only for like OGTA and IGTE. Sorry, OGTA and OGTE. So this is something that you can keep in your mind. And these are the three awards that comes in the shape of the future part. Are you clear? Thumbs up. Any questions? All good. Nice. I'm saying all good. No questions. No questions. Cool. Then the next set of award is lead the change. So basically we understand in our progress to happen, each of us need to lead the change. So how are you taking the responsibility for your LC or yourself in order to creating this lead the change inside your entity? This is what we want to recognize in here. No matter your role, experience, or entity, your contribution is essential for the success of ISAC. We move forward, achievement of our dreams while capitalizing on the collective power of the people who build it. So how we are leading this change inside your entity, this is what we want to recognize and value of your behaviors. So in here we have engagement with ISAC, network engagement, as well as entity control board. So first thing is engagement with ISAC. This is mostly about EWA realizations. So anything that you're doing for EWA, any activity like virtual events or like the YSF or anything that you're doing in here can be categorized inside EWA. And the network engagement is mostly about how are you engaging with your LC members? Are you running any new initiatives? Did you come up with any cool ideas that you can increase the engagement in stuck period of time? As well as how's your LC NPS look like in here. So I think for the LC NPS, we'll be measuring it in the future, or like I think currently also we are measuring it in platforms. So I think that inside the engagement survey. So I think that is also something that we will be taking into the consideration. Then we have entity control board, which is sorry, ECB cases lost, like whether you lost any cases with the ECB in the past 6 months, then that will be something that we will monitor. And the results of ECB audit process, ECB auditing process should happen in your entity. And that is also something that you need to be contributing from your side. And then best agenda for NEC and number of attendance for NEC. So this is mostly national education cycle. And then for the ECB and entity-wise education. So how's your attendance look like for your entity? LC, these are things that we're gonna recognize for these awards. Is it clear? Yep, cool. Nice. Any questions?
Can you please tell me about the network engagement part again? Can you repeat that?
Okay. So in the network engagement, what are we gonna measure mostly is there any, because okay, right now one of the problems that we are facing inside the ISAC is that how can we engage with our membership, right, in this period of time. So is there any initiative that you run from your LC side to increase this engagement? Is there any success story from your side that you are doing in order to like engage your membership and increase the retention from your membership? So we'll be talking about number of engagement initiatives like that you're running, as well as you'll be evaluating through like the quality of the implementation and how you are implementing this, and how much of a GCP is this network engagement initiative that you're running in your LC. And the second one is mostly about LC NPS, how your membership recognize your like the working with ISAC for them inside the LC. So these are the things that we measure, but this is mostly about how are you engaging with your membership in this period of time in order to increase the retention or in order to like maximize their output from the membership. Is it clear?
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Nice. Thank you. Okay, so the last part of this is Gen 2025. This is very important. So whatever that we do right now, so ISAC 25 roadmap, ISAC 25 matrices, that these things will come into you. We already talk about this with your MCVPs and MCPs, so you can ask them about them, and they will MCPs and MCVPs will onboard you. You can ask about like, okay, how's the ISAC 2025 roadmap going to look like? How's the ISAC 25 matrices going to look like? What are the goals that we need to achieve? So these things, MC also will be replanning about in the replanning. We'll be talking about this one as well. But what comes in here is like, as a LC, are you contributing to any matrices in ISAC 2025? So when you talk about matrices, there are like uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matrices, which is number of exchanges. Then we have LPS, leadership promoter score, and then we are talking about revenue generated from the partners. We are talking about the NPS from the partners. Then we are talking about the entity sustainability, number of entities in the that has surplus, as well as we are talking about ideal HR, or like how the HR is managing inside this. So these are the matrices that inside the ISAC 2025. You can see like these are the normal goals that you are pursuing anyway. So this, we connected this with ISAC 2025. So contribution for this from your LC side will also be recognizing these awards, as well as if there's any GCPs, any initiatives, if there are any other matrices that you are focusing on beside exchanges. So exchanges also is like one of the metrics that inside the ISAC. So our bottom line in here is like number of exchanges delivered through the entities. So beside that, if there's any other contribution that you're doing, that will also be recognized in Gen 2025 award. So basically, this is what we are trying to recognize in here is like achieving ISAC 2025 is the responsibility of each and every one of us. We are proud and excited to be part of generation which will go down history leading ISAC post global crisis. So we will be the generation 2021. We'll be the generation like we are the beginning of ISAC 2025, as well as we will be the one who are reshaping the organization in the past for the generations to come in forward. So this is something we want to recognize as well. Any questions? Are we clear? If you're clear, you can put in the message. If you have any questions, you can ask as well.
I had one question.
Yep, go ahead.
Yep. I wanted to know what kind of metrics would be considered in Jan 2025 besides exchanges. I think I missed that.
Okay. So basically, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matrices in ISAC 2025. One is the exchange number. So this is our bottom line. So we talk about number of exchanges that we delivered for our youth. So, or like number of leaders that we create. Apart from that, we have LPS, which is a leadership promoter score, which comes in from your customers as well as comes in from your membership. So how they recognize the leadership developed from the ISAC. So that is also a metric that we're going to measure. And then we have two matrices under sustainability, which is the HR, ideal HR that we are trying to achieve. And the second one is that uh, sustainability, financial sustainability, which is entity in surplus. So if your entity is overall entity is making surplus, that will be a contribution that you are making to ISAC 2025. And then we have two other matrices inside partnership, which is revenue generated from the partners, and then NPS of the partners. So if there's, so these are the other two matrices that we have. So beside exchange, what we have is like we talk about LPS, if we talk about sustainability, if we talk about ideal HR, if we talk about the partner NPS and partner revenue, these are the one that comes other side of like not apart from matrices for exchanges. These are other matrices that we have.
Got it. Thank you so much.
Okay, no worries. I hope it is clear. If you have any questions, just let me know or do text me anytime. It's also fine. Um, okay, so with this, I want to conclude this space talking about like why this is important for us. I think we are talking about on limitless Asia Pacific. I think this is also something that we are thinking about, like why we are trying to drive these awards and trying to drive this RnR inside our region. So I think this represents like how resilient we are as an region. Personally, for me, this is what it means. So this is not about like winning. This is not about like the award or anything like that, but it's more about like what kind of actions that we have taken inside the region in order to survive or be sustainable in this even this kind of period. So I think it represents how resilient we are as Asia Pacific. And for me, it's mostly about like this is what Honor Limitless Asia Pacific means for us. So this is a part that where we all can be excited. Yeah, it will be really cool that when we see an LC from AP like being recognized for the LC awards, or like any of you are, this will be regional awards, so like mostly we'll be looking into overall region. But at the end of the day, you can be a GCP, you can be the part of the story or the generation that you're creating for the upcoming future. So I invite all of you to think about this. I invite all of you to apply for the awards and talk to MCVPs, talk to MCP especially, and see like how's the award progress look like, and ensure that when you're because of course like then the awards will open 1st of February. Maybe like you are the generation that you are going to lead in this, and then your predecessor will already be leaving. So like talk to your predecessor and see, oh, these awards are going to happen. I want your support in order to do that. So like arrange this time with period with them so that you will not get lost, because mostly like, oh, the awards open, then you don't have the data, you don't know where to get them. Your predecessor is like, you cannot get in touch with them. So that these are the problems that you have. So like please make sure that you are arranging your time or along with that. And then if you want to know more, you can check the AI Instagram page. 1st of December onwards, we'll be talking constantly about this one, and then you will have more idea about this. So that's it for me. If you have any questions, please do reach out to me, and you can let me know in Telegram, WhatsApp, email. Just use anything. It's okay.